All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome. Happy Thursday. I almost thought it was Wednesday still, but it's Thursday now. Please pay attention. Oh, I am your host, Uncle B. Welcome. Please pay attention to the following announcements from your streaming host. International streaming rules and regulations require me to provide the following information. I am on the Xbox Series S. I have the deluxe version of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. We will be flying in the Grumman JRF Goose, which is the civilian version of the flying boat that was used by the Navy. We are taking off from Hewannora International Beaufort, and we are heading to St Kitt's Island. We are in the South Atlantic, Caribbean basically. Not the South Atlantic, but the Caribbean islands. Not the South Pacific like I thought I was. I am not taking requests for flights or for me to fly aircraft. I fly the sim the way that I want to. My schedule is created well in advance and is subject to change based on my own real schedule. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays are vintage aviation flights. Tuesdays, jetliner, regional jet, and regional prop flights. Thursdays, military aviation flights. Saturdays, Lightning Saturdays featuring the P-38 Lightning, and Sundays we have scenic flights. Any other information can be found in the description area below the video. Thank you. Hopefully everybody's doing well. We're going to go ahead and get in here and get things set up. Let's go here and do this first, so I can get have a bit of. We don't want anything too cloudy. Yeah, we'll just go with clear skies. Why not? It's a nice day over the Caribbean, because we want it to be. So there we go. All right. Got my coffee this morning, finally. Hello, Jody. Nice to see you here. Might be kind of quiet in the chat today. That's all right. So this will be downloaded. It should be about an almost 2-hour flight, give or take. And then once we are on the ground, we will be wrapping things up. I don't think there's a... All right, this is the one that I think I have to...
Brakes. Test and set. Bat. Master switches. On. Carburetor heat. Cold in. Prop
Yep.
RPM lever. Min RPM.
Yep.
Fuel selector.
Oop. Why is it not wanting to go? Hold on a second. It's not...
Fuel selector. Fuel shutoff valve. Fuel pump.
Fuel pump. Where is the fuel pump? It's been a while since I... Oh, there it is.
3 to 4 psi. Ignition. On. Mixture. Cut off. Prime.
Don't need that.
Throttle. Magnetos boat.
Engine 1, not English 1.
On, start. Engine 1 start switch.
Oh, this is the part where I got mixed up last time because it doesn't... I think I have to make this rich first. This is the... This is the part that's going to take a moment, I think. It took me a while to figure this one out last time. I think I have to do this. I think I also have to do a few more... Let's try it again. Something else I know I forgot. That is what the... It's fire extinguisher, okay. Oh, the alternators are not on. Duh. There we go. Now we should be able to start up. Get a little bit more. I may have flooded the engine.
Push. Mixture.
There we go.
Rich.
All right. now I gotta do the same thing again for the other one. Just get a little bit of... Finally getting started up, folks. It takes a little bit of time, but once we are on our way, we'll be fine. No, I did not. I need to add fuel. I need to... Oh, yeah, we gotta do this too. It's our little handy-dandy navigation system there. Change our turn the light on because it's getting dark again. It's probably going to storm again today. 11240. Oops, actually, while I'm here, I might as well dial in the next one. Swap that. I go to 11330. We'll be on our way shortly, folks. All right. Ooh. So a little light on the subject, huh? Alright, there we go. Alright. There we go. See, our takeoff runway is like right there, very close to us, so shouldn't take long to taxi. Ooh, I forgot to add gas. I'll just fill it all the way up. I don't need the light on now. Morning, Mick. How are you? Nice to see you here, good sir. Guessing you and Pulse got most of the collectibles that you wanted for, I guess you still have some more to do. They're on the Lego DC game. Looks like you got a lot done. You say 299 or 2? I think you said that. Yep. All right. Perfect. We have a load of planes flying. Oh yeah, yeah, for the Jubilee. Yeah, I saw Big Jets was on top of a building, and they were positioned just to watch everything. They were going to come right past them on their left and the viewer's right. So yeah, pretty awesome. I'll watch it on the replay. Later on today. I watched a little bit of the Trooping of the Colors this morning. Thought it was pretty interesting. It was when all the horse cavalry units were coming into the Alright, I think we are all set. Alright, let's just go. Oh, nice. That would have been something to see. Away we go. I'm going to hold this heading for a little bit, and then we're going to turn to the right and head on north. Go. Okay, that's fine, Jody. Do your thing. It's all good. Not be on a heading of 013. Ooh, there's a gyro pilot. Ooh, nope. I don't think I have I don't think I can set an altitude. So, nope, we will. Ooh, wow, look at that. Got a little smoke there. think this is a known bug on this engine. Ooh. I thought I put the landing gear up. Oops, daisy. I thought I put the landing gear up. Guess I didn't hit the button right. I'm flying with landing gear down this whole time. Oh, that's gonna suck for a picture. Well, it will be as perfect as they can make it. It will not be anything more than that. There might be slight mistakes, but it will never be completely perfect. That's always been my opinion about stuff like that. Mick, it's okay. It's fine. I understand. Do your thing. It's all good. Oh, that's not black smoke. Well, that's interesting. Is there like some oil thing that I'm not... So that was 51. One 11290. Right. Huh. Sorry about that. Well, you said that earlier, Jody. I mean, that's fine. Twenty nautical miles? Nope, 27 now. It was 28. Now we're on 27. All right, and then our longest part of the flight, 105 nautical miles, coming up. Yeah, that one seems to... I think somebody said that there was a glitch with this, and that's why it smokes. It's the only one that does it, apparently. I don't have the stuff on, so it should be fine. It's doing that. I can't seem to get, I think it's, if I remember correctly, I think it's a glitch, but I could be wrong. There's a heck of a crosswind or something. So tomorrow we will be in the Cessna 337. We will be in Italy. Venaria Real to Stradella. We will head over the Allianz Stadium where Juventus plays. And then we will head to over Modena. We will fly over the test track there for Ferrari. And then we will head over towards Mantua, I believe it's called, where Tazio Nuvolari was born. We'll talk a little bit about him and his racing exploits. The temp seems to be in the green, as far as I can tell. Yeah. Doesn't seem like anything's overheating. Oops. We'll get a picture of this on the ground once we get to St Kitt's. And we'll get this downloaded and set for tomorrow's premiere on YouTube. So if you missed it today on Twitch, it will premiere tomorrow, about 24 hours after we conclude the stream. I will get it done, or I will start downloading it, and I will set it for a premiere at least 24 hours, or just a little over 24 hours after we conclude the flight today. All right, we have 12 nautical miles to our next, to our first waypoint. Well, second waypoint, technically, as we took off. I wonder if I over pumped the. Or if it, well, that seems like black smoke is usually an oil thing. This altitude hold thing is working very well. Thinking somebody's just posted something in the chat. What? I didn't have... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong stuff. Jeez. Okay. Wait a minute, that's not what I had written down for... Oh, come on. 112. Okay, that should be it. Our next one is 11450. Goodness gracious. We're bouncing from center to approach to center to approach. Can we make up our minds? Wow, some massive planes there. Yeah, I don't doubt it, Jody. It's all good. It's okay. Nothing wrong with that. So there is a bit of a passenger area. Well, not so much a passenger, but I guess kind of like a passenger. Yeah. We'll have a look on that when we get to St Kitt's. 105 nautical mile portion of our flight, longest portion coming up, or we are on it right now. We have 90 something nautical miles to go. Thought Addie's would have been here. Must have tuckered him out with all those streams the other night. Mick streaming, Pulse streaming, Jody streaming, Joe streaming. Poor kid didn't know what to do with himself. We got quite a bit done on Jody's farm last night. Got the sugar beets planted. Cows are doing okay. Should be able to make straw for them pretty soon for their bedding. They're eating well. Some kind of, I'm gonna have to check that out. I wonder if I missed a run-up thing and the engines weren't fully warm before we took off. I'm gonna have to look into that. I may have skipped a step, and that's why this thing is smoking oil. As long as it doesn't seize up. Well, I don't have the failures on, so we should be fine. But if we have to go to an airport, we'll find something. Or we can land in the ocean. It's fine. We can land in the water. So if we can't make it to an airport, we will. If the engine seizes up, we'll ditch in the water. Everybody, make sure you have your life preservers handy. Oh, you can make, oh, check that out. You can put leather on the handle. Look at that. That's kind of snazzy, huh? Got an anchor. You can open the doors, front and back. There's a little hatch there on the front. There's the door opens here in the back, opens up. You get a little fishing stool and all that in the back there. This plane does not want to stay on track. Oh, that was cool. Nice. Glad to hear it, Mick. Yeah, we don't have, well, yeah, we don't really have military, well, we have Veterans Day parades. They have usually, or they used to, I don't know that they do anymore. You would get a flyover during the national anthem at a, I think they still do it at football games, and that's about it. Maybe at the World Series, but it's very rare. They used to do it, well, I think they do it like at Daytona for the Daytona 500. You know, it gets everybody all excited and stuff, and it's pretty cool. But yeah, that's the extent of our military sort of parade sort of stuff, I guess. You know, yeah. Air shows, obviously, but even then, lots of people get kind of agitated when you have a group of planes coming in for a show. Even where I lived at, and oh, okay, we'll have two story times because I forgot. I promised that we would have one. So before we get to the one that I was going to talk about first, we're going to talk about, so in where I live near Moffett Naval Air Station, the former Moffett Naval Air Station, there was a Air National Guard rescue wing that they had a C-130 that they would, you know, they were required to, you know, maintain their flight hours. So what they would do is they would do circuits. They would take off, head out over the bay, come around, you know, maybe get a little bit over the Pacific Ocean, and then they would come back in and they would land. And they would do, you know, or they would do a touch and go. And they would just do that just to maintain their hours and just to, you know, make sure that the plane was operating correctly and all that. And where they come in at, you come in right over Highway 101. Yeah, it's 101. You come in right over the freeway, and then you land. But there's, you know, there's houses and small businesses, and people would always get like so agitated, like, why can't they fly a different pattern? You know, because there's only two runways. It's not like they can go. It's not like SFO where there's multiple runways and they can go different directions and all that. Yeah, that, and when the Blue Angels would come to town, oh my God, people would just freak out and could not handle that it was a demonstration team, like, you know. So there was that. Yeah, it's just that some people cannot handle seeing something so, you know, uniquely British. I mean, that's what it is. You know, it's a uniquely British experience, and even some Brits, it seems, can't handle that. You know, so yeah, it's unfortunate, but it is the world we live in today. Unfortunately, I cannot keep this thing online, inline. It just wants to go all over the place. So I have to go way over here, and then maybe it'll kind of correct itself back. There we go. So second story time, because we were Joseph. God bless you, Joseph. You know, I can't pass up the opportunity to give you a little bit of a ribbing. So Joseph was pulling a Mela last night in Jody's chat, talking about what did I have for dinner. So I was going to be a bit of a I took the opportunity to be a bit of a smartass, and so I said I had a roller skate, laces and all, and a plate of grease on the side. And everybody was like, "What? That doesn't make any sense." So the story is, years ago, long time ago, when Frank Zappa, guitarist, singer, songwriter, it was Frank Zappa and the Mothers of Invention. You know, they did a lot of weird music, very experimental stuff, and a lot of it was they were just high most of the time, and just, you know. And so they were on tour, and there's a album called Playground Psychotics, and it's basically, some of it's the music, you know, you would get bits and pieces of the concerts, but it was generally stuff that Frank recorded. It was the band members, you know, talking about a few 4th of July days out of Duxford. Yeah, I can imagine. You know, and see, again, here it's like, but we'll talk about that another time. But anyway, so, yeah, so there was they were talking, they had gone out to eat, and of course they were, you know, they weren't rich, you know, they were just kind of basically whatever money they got, you know, they had to pay stuff, you know, they weren't making a lot of money basically. So so Frank asked one of the band members, like, "What did you eat?" And he's like, I had a roller skate." And then he didn't put the part, he didn't say anything about the laces. I just kind of added that for fun. And then he asked another band member, like, "What did you have to eat?" He's like, "I had a plate of grease. It was the best. It was like $1 or something. It was the best plate of grease I ever had in my life." You know, and he was kind of joking, but he was kind of like serious, because, you know, they would go probably to some really cheap restaurant, probably not the best food, but that's where they would go eat on tour. And so I always think about that, and it's just, yeah, all kinds of silly stuff. A lot of stuff I can't repeat here because it's pretty vulgar, but yeah, I always laugh when I listen to the album when they're on tour, and you know, because Frank just didn't, you know, he obviously was very much anti-authority, anti-establishment, and, you know, if he could, you know, give people a bit of a, you know, kind of wind them up, because, you know, he just didn't care about what society really thought, I don't think. But yeah, so that's where that came from. But yeah, most people don't know about Frank Zappa. He's one of those, it's kind of like a niche sort of, you know, music. And it's a lot of stuff that you listen to and you're like, this doesn't make any sense to me. So, and that's okay. So yeah, 4th of July. It's interesting that you guys have something like that there. I mean, we used to have it. It used to be, when I was growing up, you could buy, fireworks were legal just about almost everywhere. And so you could go and you could get some firecrackers and a couple bottle rockets and, you know, some little stuff. You know, and then of course people wanted more, and then things got out of control because people would shoot those Roman candles and stuff, then it would land on people's houses and the house would catch on fire, and, you know, so they had to outlaw a lot of things. But they, so now, in San Francisco, for instance, what they would do is for 4th of July, they put all the fireworks on barges out in the bay, and then you could go, along the waterfront there. Most any place was a good seat. It was preferable if you were somewhere a little bit higher, like if you could watch from like up in the hills of San Francisco, somewhere a little bit higher, you had a great view of the bay, and then all the. But the problem is that they would always have to try to get it going. They're waiting for the sun to go down, but then also the fog starts to roll in. So it's like they try to get the fireworks going before the fog completely rolls in, and then you can't see anything. So they were always battling the elements, basically. But yeah, I've been to a couple 4th of July shows in San Francisco. Sorry, the early morning, the usual morning frickin' car alarm going off never fails. Anyway, but yeah, 4th of July celebrations here now are a bit they're not what they used to be. A lot of people don't want them anymore. They don't think it's worth celebrating. It's the usual stuff. But I don't want to get too far into that because it gets all political and everything. But yeah, it's just unfortunate that But if you go to small town America, they're all about that kind of stuff. Definitely. All right, we have 60. Looks like 62 nautical miles to our waypoint there. Yeah, it's just I'm a believer if you don't like the I can't open or close this window. Can't do anything. Yeah, it's just anyways. Well, hopefully everybody's enjoying the second day of June. Can't believe we were already in June. Hard to believe it. Where is the year going already? Yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. Like I said, Cessna 337, the Skymaster, I believe it's called. It's the push-pull plane. And we will be in Italy for our vintage aviation flight. We'll talk about some vintage racing even. Some old school race car drivers. Matter of fact, I'm going to pull up. There we go. Got his information pulled up. Nope, that engine is still smoking. I must have done something wrong. But I don't know. Maybe I didn't. It's hard to know. As long as the engine doesn't seize up, we're fine. Like I said, if it seizes up, we're just going to land it right there on the water. And then we'll see if we can get it restarted if possible. Never know. But all the numbers look good, so I don't think it's a problem to be concerned about. Yeah, if it weren't for that, it'd be a pretty... We'd have some really good pictures, but we'll get a picture of it on the ground once we shut the engines off. And Saturday will be King City to Burbank, and then Sunday we will be on Northern Transpennine, and then we will be flying around Florence, Italy. The following Saturday, the 12th of June, we will be on Peninsula Corridor. Mick, good sir, if you are still lurking in the chat, tell Jody, when I used to run Peninsula Corridor on a regular basis, how many notes did you take? I was telling her about that the other night while we were finishing up after we finished the stream, and I was we were getting things tidied up. So I was telling her about the how I used to always take notes when I was on Peninsula Corridor. You were going through so many little post-its. But yeah, we will do a Baby Bullet limited stop service from San Francisco to San Jose. Is that 44? That looks like 44. Why was the parking brake on? What in the world? Maybe that's why this thing is acting weird. I wonder why it's... Okay. I just noticed that. How many pulls? Yeah. Mick was quite the note taker on that route. Well, you know what? I probably put the parking brake on after we took off, thinking I had hit the wheels up button instead. So yeah, I put the parking brake back on. Oh, no wonder why it's been acting funny. Well, there we go. That's probably why the heading hole was not working. Yeah, I bet you that's what it was. Yeah, so we're going to do that on the 12th of June. So the 6th of June, we'll have a D-Day flight out of Goodwood to Dinard. We'll take a quick run over the channel into Normandy. And then on a week from today, we will be in the East German liveried MiG Fulcrum. So looking forward to that one. It was not easy to find any sort of see, I don't know if that is... Ooh, there we go. That turns that. Okay. Ooh, crap. Up. Oh, shoot. That was way too much. That was way too much. Oh, boy. We went way off there now. Ooh. Whoa. That was insane. Now it's like I'm fighting to turn it back. Either we hit either some serious crosswind or something. Wow. See, now it's going back the other way. I think I have to make small adjustments, that's why. Must be some kind of a... Ooh, wow, this thing is really... Wow, okay. It's like, no, it's got a mind of its own. But whatever I did, that is... It is not happy. Yeah, it's got a... I wonder if it's like a banking sort of thing. Like it tells the plane when to bank or whatever. Yeah, see, it's like very touchy too. I just can't get this thing to level off. It's like it wants to go. Right now it seems like it's leveled off. Okay. Oh, nope. No, it's not as bad as it was before. Yeah, I just cannot get this thing to settle down now. All right. Crap. Ah, no, 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 no. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Don't you do that. Yeah, I always forget you gotta cancel off the little button there, otherwise you will be all over the place. It'll do all kinds of crazy stuff. Alright. Hopefully now. Yeah, it's like I feel like now I'm fighting the plane. All right. How much farther we got to go? 24 nautical miles to our waypoint. I kind of feel like that's some sort of a rudder bias or something, but they have that over here as well, the rudder trim. It's either that or it's a banking angle sort of thing, but usually you could do all of that. But it's not labeled, so I'm gonna have to look into that to see what that's all about. Yeah, so I think we got some good flights coming up this week. Our Tuesday flight will be Kuwait to Dubai in the A320 with the Kuwait Airlines livery, Kuwait Air. So now it's starting to do this. See, Joe's on the steam train. In the spirit of steam. Probably cost a gajillion dollars in the marketplace. Well, probably the standard $29.99, something like that. I'll give it another year, and then maybe I'll get it, because there's probably all kinds of problems with it. 17 nautical miles, and then we are going to turn. Oh, we're going to stay on this heading for 54 nautical miles, and then once we get there, we're going to turn for another 54 nautical miles, and then we will be at our destination. I wonder if they have like a... Yeah, they must have a documentation. All right, oops. Under 10 nautical miles to go. I don't know how to zero that thing back out because I cannot seem to get it to just fly level wing. Should have tinkered with it. Let me see if I can't figure out what it is. Oh, it says the flaps will deploy when we're slow enough as we come in for landing. Oh, that's the gyro pilot control. Ah, okay. Okay. Got it, got it. Okay. Ooh, wow. Goodness gracious. We are all over the place. Cannot get this thing to just settle down. Heading 4. We'll have to look into that later on. We are... Oh, we are there. Okay. So there we are. We are on our way to our waypoint there in the distance. And then we will... ...54 nautical miles, and then we will turn a little bit to the west. Yep. West, northwest. We will make our way to St Kitt's. We'll be on the ground. Yep. That's our one. That's our... Wow. Some really neat scenery. Too bad we got the smoke coming out the left engine to... Oh, it would be such great pictures right here. All these little reefs and islands. Yeah, 348, 54. What's the distance? 54. We are at a find the airspeed. 27,127. Okay, 146 miles an hour. Alright, so shouldn't take us long to get there. Oops. We're coming to the end, folks. We're almost there. Got plenty of fuel to get us there, so I don't envision running out of gas. But like I said, if something happens, we will put the plane on the water and we will be done. Yeah, kind of neat plane to fly. I'm just gonna have to experiment with it a little bit more, try to figure out why what's going on with that oil smoke coming out to the side there. I think I skipped something, but I don't have the damage or anything on, so I don't know why it's doing that, but that's all right. Can I not just get this thing to kind of just settle down? I don't get it. I wonder if I have to put the gyro pilot on, and then maybe it'll... There we go. Now if I go this way... Yeah, maybe because I have the gyro pilot off. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ooh, because I don't have... Ah, doggone it! I almost did it again. The bad part is hold on a second. What is the rudder aileron elevator 4? See, I gotta get this thing, yeah, it's like it's got all... I can't get this thing to settle back down now. It's wanting to steer. Boy. $30-something nautical miles. All right. Well, it's been a good flight overall, I think, other than this crazy steering system that just wants to go all over the place. I probably shouldn't have messed with anything. I'll have to kind of figure out some stuff that... So I'm going to have to kind of fly this manually. Well, not even kind of. I am going to have to fly it manually for the remainder of the flight. Just try to keep it on track. Otherwise, we're going to go way off, and then that'll be the end of that. I kind of feel like it's going to go into a spin almost at one point, you know. So we can't have that. But yeah, it's a pretty fun plane to fly. Just a little few quirks, I think, that you just need to get a handle on, but all right, 20 nautical miles. I don't know. Have to try to find out if how far are we from our airport? Oh boy, look at that. I put that. Oh, wait a second. Wait a second. I think I know what happened. Hold on. See if I do that. Nope, I don't have piloting on in cursor mode. Why is it doing that? Now it's like going the other way. What is going on with this thing? I just don't get it. It's like it's got a mind of its own, honestly. It's like I can't just get it to fly straight from one moment to the next. Actually, now it wants to go the other way. We're just going to look for St Kitt's, which is Kilo Papa Kilo. Okay. Wow. This plane has just become really difficult to fly all of a sudden. I don't know why, other than I think I messed with some stuff that I probably shouldn't have messed with without knowing what it did. That's my fault. I'm half tempted to not make it to St Kitt's and just land at VC Bird International, which is probably somewhere here in front of us. Because this thing is just, it's become really erratic to fly. It's just, I can't seem to control the something nautical miles. Let's see if I go. Maybe that will clear it out. Nope. Wow, it does not want to go back. Goodness gracious. Wow, this thing is really... You know, I wonder if... Let's try this. Ooh, I'm overdoing it a little bit there. Alright, get on this heading here. Will it stay level? Because I've locked the rudders. I think it will. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, it is. It's going to... Wow, okay. Yeah, it's like it's fighting me now. Yeah, I probably should have done a little bit more testing in this before I did this today, because this is really... It's really fighting me. Cross-feeding, so it shouldn't be like there's an imbalance in the fuel, but I wonder if that's, well, no, that shouldn't have anything to do with that. Whatever this knob is right down here. Now I cannot get this thing to... How much farther do we got to go on? Alright folks, what I think I'm going to do, we're not going to make it to St. Kitt's because this is becoming a really difficult... Yeah, we're just going to put it on the ground here at VC Birds. is, right there. Okay, I figured it was near. Alright, so we gotta start slowing down here. Yeah, we're just going to put it on the ground here, folks. I don't feel comfortable flying it the rest of the way. It's just like I feel like I'm fighting the plane now at this point, and it's just I can't get it to settle down, so... We'll treat it as like we've declared an emergency because our systems just are not working like we thought they would, so... There we go. We'll get a picture of this on the ground once we're there. Alright, well, sorry that we didn't make it all the way to St. Kitt's, folks, but yeah, it's just with just the controller, it's very difficult to try to contend with an aircraft that just doesn't want to work with you, so... I probably shouldn't have tinkered with too many things. I thought this was a way to steer, you know, like steer the aircraft, you know, like make sure it would head to the setting that you had here, the heading bug. But you know, kind of like when we use the heading mode on autopilot, we can change the heading, and then the plane will turn one way or the other to get on that heading. So, yeah. But that was not the case. So, we will land it here, and this looks like a pretty nice vacation spot. Some nice beach area there. Probably some nice snorkeling, if that is your... sort of thing. Thank you for flying with the Navy today. Here on our patrolling of the Caribbean, looking for any capsized ships, downed aircraft, general shenanigans on the water. You know, all that stuff. It is a pretty neat flight deck, though, I have to admit. It's just takes a little bit more practice, I think, with this thing. But it's been fun to fly it, otherwise. So I hope you've enjoyed it. There goes the landing gear. It's an actual crank. It doesn't have the pneumatic, hydraulics, whatever sort of landing gear. There's our airport there. And once we're on the ground, we'll find a parking spot, and then we'll wrap this up for today. Back tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK, Cessna 337. We'll be in Italy. Do join us for that. Should be nice and scenic as well, besides us flying in Florence on Sunday. So, do join us for that. Oh, oh, look at that. Now they actually deployed. They didn't deploy until after I actually started to slow down. Now it's saying we're going too slow, of course. Now our flaps are actually down. Ooh, nice little breeze just came through. Oh, thankfully. It was. We had thunderstorms here last night, downpours. Surprised I did not lose power at all last night. That was my fear, is that we'd be in the middle of stuff, and then my internet would shut down, the lights would all go off, laptop would shut down, and but luckily we did not. Now at least we have a little bit of seamen coming in here. Yeah. Snorkeling and scuba diving here must be amazing. if you're into that sort of thing. All right, here we go. Coming in a little high, I think. It's hard to really think. Yeah, it's all white lights there, so I'm guessing I'm coming in too high. But we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it anyway. Guessing that's the... Ooh. Well, that was not the landing I was hoping for. But we made it. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, would like to welcome you to VA Birds International. The local time is probably maybe 9:30, 10:30 in the morning. Something like that. We understand and appreciate the fact that you have many options when it comes to your Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream viewing pleasures. Or it was VC Bird, not VA Bird. VC Bird. And we're glad that you chose to fly with us today. Do join us tomorrow, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK, in the Cessna 337. We will be in Italy. Should be fun. Wow, look at that. That thing is just all kinds of jacked up. Even on the ground now, it's still smoking. Wow. That's just insane. Yeah, I'm getting there. Goodness gracious. Can I get to the taxiway first, please? Man. So naggy. So pushy. ATC thinks we're married or something. Goodness gracious. It's like they might be, can you please empty the garbage when you're able? Can you please empty the garbage when you're able? See? Goodness. Why don't you contact around me? Yeah, I think this engine's about to blow, to be honest. I wonder if I put the Alright, well, it's acting up now, of course. Go figure. Yeah, we're just gonna shut that left engine down. Oops. Alright, where did our parking go? Okay, well. Okay. Well, that's terrific. So this thing's still smoking. Let's go ahead and feather the prop all the way back. Yeah, it's still, it's like it just gave up. Alright, so we gotta find a parking spot over here somewhere. Boy, I can't even get a picture of this today because it's just like... Come on, plane. There we go, get moving. I know we can do it on one engine. Even shutting it down, it's still smoking. Look at that. Wow, okay. I guess we'll... It's like, this looks like kind of like a parking spot right here. Yeah, this thing is smoking bad. Wow. That left engine does not like me. Let's see if we can get this, see if it'll finally stop. Boy, it's still going. Let's see if we can. It's still smoking. Boy, I must have really did a number on it. Wow. Wow. I've turned it off. I've turned the fuel off. Put the extinguisher on. Let me see. Generator 1. Let's see if we shut the alternator off. And the battery on 1. If that does it. Nope. Wow. It is... Dang, we will not have... I should have taken a picture before we took off. I apologize, folks. There will not be a picture. Well, you know what? Yeah, there will. We're just going to do it just like this. That's all right. Yeah, we're just going to take a picture like this. Ooh, the lights are on. That's all right. I'll turn those off too. This is crazy. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this before. but oh, I was going to show you guys the cabin. Yeah, I'll do that real quick before we go. It's pretty cool. It's a small little, but I'll show you guys though. All right, let's go in here. So there's only 4 seats. Now these are not very comfortable looking, are they? Ugh. I mean, I don't think that's how they really were, but there's no telling. But I would not want to fly it for any period of time. We have that, and there's a ladder that's in here. Oh, there's a little toilet there. So there's the ladder. So people could climb down. There you go. And then the front. Check this out. I'll show you guys the front here as well. Oh, there's a little first aid kit. Yay. Ooh, nope, no, 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 no. Nope, nope. Goodness gracious, I'm like getting all over the place. So then you can open this hatch as well. You can poke your head out the door here. I think usually they would have a person here. Well, you would store your, yeah, there's your anchor and all that. There's it's like some kind of a pump there, fluid, probably hydraulics or something maybe. But yeah, there you are. There's your, I think there's a stool somewhere for the, might be back here for fishing. Show you guys these little things that they have in here. But yeah, that's your toilet. Doesn't look very comfortable. But yeah, there it is. Yeah, it wasn't too bad other than our little emergency, but we made it. We're fine. So we will wrap things up here. I'm going to go back here to the front, and then we'll finish shutting the batteries down, then we'll end our stream. Oops. There we go. All right. There it is. Hour 37, that's not too bad. I will make note of that that's where we landed. Yeah, so not too bad, but just a little hiccup, but it's all good. We made it to an airport, not our final destination, but I think it was better to err on the side of caution and put it down here than it was to continue to fly, because the plane was just, I think the left engine was pretty much shot. Even though I don't have the damage on, it was just not, I think that's why we were going. It was starting to fight me, because theoretically we only had power in one engine, even though the gauges said otherwise. So anyway, good stuff. That will be it for today, folks. I will see you all tomorrow morning, 7:30 Eastern, 11:30 UTC, 12:30 UK in the Cessna 337. We will be in Italy. So until then, do enjoy the rest of your Thursday morning, afternoon, evening, early Friday, depending on where you are in the world. I have been your host, Uncle B. Until then, peace, live long and prosper.